what the seeding is looking like? Well, what's the sense of urgency going into this week and the last 4 games?
I don't think we're worried about January yet. I don't think we're worried about seeding at all. I think the sense of urgency is to just get the job done versus New Orleans. That's all we're concerned about. And if we win the rest of our games, the rest will take care of itself. So that's what we're going to try and do.
You've obviously been on big stages, especially the last couple of weeks. How much do those experiences help you when you go to the next kind of big stage?
I think it's huge for us. I think it's huge to get this kind of atmosphere that we've had the last 2 weeks. We talked. I think we talked to even you guys about it. How it feels like a playoff atmosphere these last couple of weeks, and it's just something to pull on, and pull from when we do get those opportunities down the stretch. Like you want to talk about now in January and stuff like that. We can pull from these. These 3 weeks that we've had here that have been a gauntlet of the best teams in the NFL. But right now, we're not focusing on experience. We're focusing on getting our jobs done, and hopefully we can do that this Sunday against New Orleans.
Have you guys had any silent count this year, Mike?
We did last week. Yeah. So last week, unfortunately, I was on that little stretch of road there. I was hurt and not with the team for those 4 weeks, and last week was actually my first road game since Cincinnati. So we hadn't used it then, and we did use it against Baltimore, and I thought we handled it well. Obviously, we had like one delay game penalty towards the end of the game, and I think we can clean that up just by communication and getting the play in from the sideline and making sure we're all on the same page.
Saints pass rush has been very effective.
I'm sorry.
Saints pass rush has been really effective. How are you guys preparing for them this week?
I think you go back to basics. They are a very, very good front, and Jordan and Davenport and the rest of those guys, they can play. They can really play, and they've been really, really productive this year. But it's a matter of going back to the basics, trusting your fundamentals, and getting off on the cadence, because they are going to have a little advantage there this week, and making sure you fight your ass off, and that's all you can do. So it's they get paid to play, I get paid to play, and we're going to try and we're fighting our ass off to get our jobs done.
Kyle said he thought you had one of your best games last week. Did you feel that way, and do you just feel like you knocked off some rust, or what do you think is clicking?
Yeah, I think these last 2 weeks I've been building on some good stuff. I think that there's still a lot of room to grow, but I think it's just the confidence level. I've gotten back to basics. I've been working on my fundamentals a little bit harder, studying a little bit more, and I feel like I kind of got back into a routine after rehabbing all those weeks I had to and all that. So I feel like I'm back to the way I felt after training camp, and that's exciting.
I was going to say, after an injury, it's not just getting back to the physical part; it's like getting back into the
you have to play again, and that's the hardest. That was the hardest part. I felt healthy. Our training staff and our strength staff did a great job preparing me to get ready to play again. But until you see the live reps and see that kind of stuff, you gotta fight through those things, and I feel like I've done that pretty well these last 2 weeks.
Well,
Last one, guys.
Awkward because Joe's right there, but I'm going to ask you about Joe.
All right.
Yeah, obviously I assume kind of not his favorite season so far. How has he handled the injuries?
It's tough with him standing right here, but no, he's done a great job. He's been an absolute pro about everything. He's had a trying season, obviously physically, but he's stayed in it. He's stayed with us. He's helped out everywhere he can, and he's taken his rehab as seriously as you can. And we're excited to have him healthy again, and then hopefully get back to his old self. And like I said, he's the leader of this football team, and he's been there every step of the way, whether he's been in the lineup or not.
Thank you.
Love you, baby. Love you, baby.